Hey, how's it going, guys? JK here. Welcome to the channel. Today, I'm talking about which of the new frontier pursuits is the best business model to run and why. Right, let's dive in. I don't know about you, but when I look at any business, the most important feature to me is passive income. Now, let's not kid ourselves. We've all heard about passive income. Who doesn't want a business where they lie around watching YouTube videos all day and the money keeps pouring in? I'm sure you're big and ugly enough to know that no such thing exists. So then, to be technically correct, what I'm looking for is a semi-passive business. Ladies and gentlemen, when we look at the new frontier pursuits, the only one to fit that bill is the trader role. Out of all the pursuits, the trader role can be set up to produce you a semi-passive income. Now that is a business worth investing your time and money in. The trader role will get you the most financial and XP rewards. All that's required of you is to pitch your camp and go out hunting to supply Cripps with all the animal parts he needs in order to craft goods that you will then go and sell for money and XP. Okay, that's a nice bird's eye view of the business, but let's take a more detailed look at the inner workings of the Cripps Trading Company. Simply put, you receive a letter from Cripps, and after meeting him at the general store, he tells you what investment he will require to get the Cripps Trading Company up and running and whether you're interested in being his partner, which of course you accept. At this point, you're ready to go hunting and bringing in supplies. When you've got enough supplies and Cripps has produced enough goods for sale, well, then you deliver the goods to be rewarded with money and XP. Let's take a look at the books of the Cripps Trading Company and the mechanics of its main working parts. Materials are the first item required in order for the company to start producing. These items consist of animal parts that Cripps will craft into valuable goods for sale. Like everything in life, it's good to work hard, but it's better to work smarter than harder. So stay tuned, because later in the video I will show you how to fast track the Cripps Trading Company to success. Now let's take a look at the production division. Fortunately, this requires none of your input, as Cripps takes care of all the production. The materials or animal parts that you supply to Cripps are used in this division to produce the goods for sale. Now, you've got two methods of getting supply. A, if you've got the funds, you can order them for $20 at a time, or B, if you're smart and you want to make more profit and earn more XP, you do the resupply missions to get supply. It's a no-brainer. Do the resupply missions. They don't take that long, about 10 minutes, which covers your production for 50 minutes. Now, let's take a look at the company's stock, or as it's called, goods. These are the products of the Cripps Trading Company. Depending which rank level you're on, you will either have the small delivery wagon, which can handle 25 goods at a time, or the medium wagon, which handles 50 goods, or the large delivery wagon, which can deliver 100 goods at a time. I mentioned I would give you an insider tip on how to fast track the Cripps Trading Company. Well, I lied, because I've already given that tip up above. So this is a bonus tip. Now, whenever Cripps has any goods available for delivery, do the delivery. Don't wait for a full load, especially when you're still ranking up to level 10. The reason for this is, at the time of making this video, you get the same XP if you deliver one item or a full load. Now, you won't be earning max dollars, but you'll be climbing the ranks of the Cripps Trading Company super fast, which is what you want to do, because you've got your eyes set on getting the large delivery wagon, which will give you a lot more bang for your buck. Talking about product distribution, you have two options. You have the choice of doing the short deliveries or a long delivery. And again, people, it's a no-brainer. You only do the short delivery. Don't be tempted by the few extra dollars you get for a long delivery. With long deliveries, you will show up on the radar, which puts your goods at the risk being stolen by other players. And secondly, you can do two short deliveries in the same time it takes you to do one long delivery, and thereby earn your profit from both XP and dollars. So at the end of the day, again, it too is a no-brainer. My father always told me, son, some things in life are nice to have, other things you need to have. The same goes with a Cripps Trading Company, people. When you have a look at the various items you can unlock as you climb the ranks, there are those that will increase your company's performance, and others will just drain your capital with no return on your investment. Right, so in no particular order, let's take a look at the items that are nice to have and those you need to have to run the Cripps Trading Company as profitably as possible. You don't need any of the exclusive trader outfits. In fact, you don't need any outfit at all. You could run around naked hunting and it wouldn't affect the Cripps Trading Company's bottom line. Look, it might affect your own bottom, especially if you're in New Austin and you keep running through the cacti filled with sharp spines. No, on second thoughts, make sure you wear at least your undies, even if they're not clean. Dirty undies are better when hunting because you'll smell just like one of the animals and won't frighten them away. After owning just about every horse in RDR2, the Clad Ruber is my favorite and suitably suited to the trader role because of its amazing stamina. So get yourself a Clad Ruber and take it to full level bonding. The wagons will increase your profit with larger deliveries, saving a lot of time riding back and forth. The stew pot is definitely worth for the stews that Cripps will cook, will fortify your cause and increase your XP. The material satchel upgrade is worth its money in that it increases your carrying capacity of items that you've gathered like feathers, etc., which can be sold later at the butcher. Right, let's look at some more tips to help you get ahead with the trader role. No, I didn't say tits. I said tips. You dirty little bugger. As they say in the real estate industry, location, location, location is everything. It's just as true when you become a trader. I've tried a number of locations and my favorite is New York Central Park. Because people walk their dogs all day and dogs are so easy to shoot. You don't even have to aim and they stay in one place because they're all on a leash. You can fill your material meter within 5 minutes. New Austin, because of the big wide open spaces, but that's just my personal preference. When it comes to profit, there are a few options, of which one of them is in the Big Valley area, because you're close to your 2 delivery points, which cuts down the time spent traveling backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Tip number 2, as I mentioned above, between ranks 1 to 10, you should focus on XP to climb the ranks as quickly as possible. Having said that, whenever Cripps has something to sell, do the delivery. But here's the twist. Drive the wagon off the nearest cliff in order to destroy it. This way you'll be able to pick up the goods and deliver them using your horse, which is far quicker than using the wagon. You know how the saying goes, time is money? Total bollocks, because time is XP. In the short time it takes you to deliver the goods using your horse, sure, you'll only get $50 instead of $62.50 as you would have got using the wagon, but who cares? It means you'll be back 3 times as fast as if you had used the wagon, and upon your return, Cripps will have more goods ready to deliver, and each delivery you do will get you at least 250 XP. So do the math. This means you need to do approximately 8 deliveries per level. What a stupid question! Of course, you should hunt on your way back from the delivery as well, and when you factor in XP for animals killed and throwing 1 or 2 resupply missions in the pot, there's nothing stopping you from earning at least 3,000 XP per hour. I've done it myself with this exact method, and I've done it in New Austin, people. Yeah, we're tough down here in New Austin, I'll tell you. We don't just sit around twiddling our thumbs all day. Next, focus your efforts on supplying Cripps with full carcasses. Keep the feathers, etc. to sell to the butcher. So don't waste your time skinning animals. Full carcasses will increase your material meter faster. Focus your efforts on hunting deer and 3-star deer if possible, if for some reason you have no animal parts to give Cripps. People, do I have to spoon feed you? That's what the dog is there for. Give him the dog. Well, pet the dog first and then give it to Cripps. But as I've said before, between rank 1 to 10, focus your efforts on XP. So, goods take about 2 minutes to craft, and in the time it takes you to deliver goods via your horse, as I've explained, Cripps will definitely have more goods ready upon your return. Of course, if Cripps produces goods every 2 minutes, this will drain the supplier's meter approximately 5%. Supplying Cripps with bigger 3-star animals will fill the materials meter by about 5% each, so this gives you an indication of why location is so important. When you have the materials bar filled, it would last for approximately 50 minutes, so you can count on doing a resupply run roughly every hour when running at full capacity. Personally, I chose to hunt on horseback. Nothing personal, I'm just better than you. While ranking up to level 10, I wasn't particularly concerned about 3-star animals. I shot everything in sight like it was going out of fashion and ranked up to level 10 really quickly with the methods I've laid out above. Of course, you'll have your fair share of griefers. It's the same in real life. Who cares? If you can outwit them and outgun them, great. If not, make a little voodoo effigy of them and stick pins in them at night. Or respawn and move on. If you'd like to be out on your own and do this in a more peaceful environment, come join me in New Austin. New Austin is where I ranked up from level 1 to level 10 fairly quickly and in relative peace. My favorite location in New Austin would be the Rio Bravo area. Look, it may not be the richest source of game in RDR2, although don't knock it. I found 1 buck and about 7,000 vultures in 3 weeks. But it depends what's important to you. The soft, fluffy rabbits are important to me. The next step, guys, as you've gathered, would be to get a hunting wagon. Although you can't have access to your horse and hunting wagon at the same time. But I want my horse and wagon at the same time. You can still hunt using your horse, stockpile animals, and then call in your hunting wagon to load it to the brim. Okay, so just to be clear, this is what I do.
Mensch, eines sind Gottes Willen! Nichts im Sonnennacht!
Sorry, wrong clip. That was my gramps. He's staying for a while with us. I get on my horse and I go out hunting. I pack my horse full to the brims. Then I flea my horse, call in my hunting wagon, and fill the hunting wagon. Then I discard my hunting wagon, call in my horse, ride my horse. Then I discard my horse, then I call in my hunting wagon. You better be all taking notes, because I'm going to quiz you after this. And then I offload my hunting wagon to the Cripps Trading Company. It's simple. So it's simple as that. I don't spend minute after minute driving my wagon. What, do you think I've got all the time in the world? I'm a busy trader, you dumb schmuck. I just discard it when I don't need it and call it when I do. And it comes fully loaded as I'd left it. Another good thing with a hunting wagon is that Rockstar have made it so that should you disconnect after hunting and filling your wagon, when you re-enter the game, all your goods are still in your wagon as you left it. So that's a good one, Rockstar. Thanks for that. So the hunting wagon cuts down on the endless traveling between the hunting grounds and your camp with a max of 2 carcasses to show for yourself if hunting off your horse. And get yourself a dog. Life is just better with a dog, regardless of what you do. What's more, they can let you know when some douchebags have arrived to raid your camp. On top of that, a dog is far better looking than Cripps and turns a camp into a home. So guys, as I've said, the Cripps Trading Company is the only role of the new frontier pursuits that will deliver a semi-passive income without your constant input. For that reason alone, I rate it as the best role worth investing your time and a few dollars if you like. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you learned something new, destroy subscribe and shoot the bell icon between the eyes so you don't miss out on my next video. Till then, have a good one and cheers for now.